Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Bernie here along with Pete.
What's up?
And today, guys, we got to talk about a series sweep that we didn't know that was going to be the first one. And that is, of course, the Pelicans sweeping the Portland Trailblazers. As you know, they got swept. And there were some interesting quotes from Damian Lillard saying that Lillard believes the Pelicans did an excellent job of taking him out of the offense. And that basically what he's saying is that he feels that the Blazers, are on the same trajectory as the Warriors were when Mark Jackson was bringing them up through the ranks, and then he got fired and they brought in Steve Kerr, and then they ended up winning championships. What do you think of this thoughts of Damian Lillard? Is he spot on, or is he off basis?
I would say it's pretty far off. I mean, first of all, Damian Lillard is 28 or 29, right? He's in his late 20s, let's put it that way. These guys are not as young as the Warriors were when Mark Jackson was their coach. I mean, Steph Curry was probably like 24 then. Klay Thompson was young. I just don't agree. I think one of these guys is gone for sure. In my personal opinion, I think Dame or CJ is going to go. But also, like, they just don't have all the pieces that, like, they're not as good as those guys are. Mm-hmm. It's just a fact. I mean, Steph Curry only played 50 games this season in the regular season, and he narrowly is not going to make first team All-NBA probably. You know, like, that's saying something about how good he is. Everyone knows how good Steph Curry is. Dame Lillard has to be out there, you know, petitioning to make it for the All-Star game and all these things. CJ McCollum. And on top of that, Dame disappeared in that playoff series. He was not very good for 3 of those 4 games. One of them, he was pretty solid. But the other ones, he, you know, really low offensive efficiency, just getting trashed defensively. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't agree. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to disagree with that, only because I think the offense that the Warriors run is a lot different, and I think it's a lot better offensively ran than, say, the Blazers offense, which is basically CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, do your one-on-one stuff. Yeah. Everyone else stand outside, will hit you for the corner 3 or the wing 3. I mean, it's one of those things where I don't know what this team can really do. Obviously, these 2 guys, McCollum and Damian Lillard, are stuck there till 2021. Mm-hmm. Obviously, right now, their next year's cap is going to be 112. I think the cap is going to be 108, I believe. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be a little bit over the cap. They're not in the luxury tax yet. But for this team, would you want to pay the luxury tax for it? I doubt it that you would. And also, you have to remember that Yusuf Nurkic is also off that really low contract. But do you bring him back because of how inconsistent I feel like he was throughout the whole season? Obviously, there's some talent there, but I think he's probably better used on a different team where maybe the coach can get him to be a little bit more consistent. I don't know how much I really like Terry Stotts as the coach. He's not a bad coach, but I think there's a better coach out there that maybe, you know, we keep championing him. Mm-hmm. Maybe a Fitzdale. Maybe someone else could come in and take the job and the reins from him, because I feel like there's no creativity with the offense and it's just one-on-one stuff. And I hope that they can at least live up to their potential, but it's not looking right so far.
Yeah, I think Stotts is an average coach. I don't think there's much better out there, honestly. Like, there's a couple of them, but I think they're going to take, like, those guys want the Bucks job, first of all. Like you said, though, I wouldn't bring Nurkic back. As much as you're going to need to pay him to get him to stay.
Yeah, you're going over the luxury tax for him, and is that worth it?
I'd rather just keep Zach Collins and, you know, bet it on him. He showed some flashes of being a solid, you know, big guy. Mm-hmm. I'd just bet on him. I mean, it sounds like they believe in that guy a lot, too, so just stick with him. Plus, you have him on a good contract. I'm letting Nurkic go, and I'm going to try and trade Dame or CJ. Just one of them. I would try and get as much value out of them as I could.
Yeah, I think you probably trade. It's tough. You probably trade CJ McCollum, because I think Damian Lillard he just has that Blazer feel to him, like a Blazer for life type of player. CJ McCollum, I don't know where you could trade him to. Hopefully you get a good piece, but
I think you get a lot for CJ.
You probably could get a lot for CJ, but I feel like I don't know what team would really want to trade for him, because they probably have to give up a lot to get him.
Yeah, I saw some potential trades with, like, Kevin O'Connor from The Ringer did a really good piece where he was talking about, like, 5 possible trades, you know, mm-hmm. And I think one of them that was pretty solid was the Mavs. And you trade for, like, Harrison Barnes and a couple other pieces, depending on what they do with their pick in the first round, or their probably number 1 pick, which I think is not a bad idea. But I mean, you could get a lot for him, but you're definitely not going to get market value. I mean, it's just not possible right now because of his contract. But I still think they should try and get whatever they can. I would get a pick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I feel like they're in contending mode now for the amount of money they're going to be spending in the next couple years until their contracts are up. So I think maybe what you do is you try and find a role play, like you said, like a Harrison Barnes, one of those type of guys that has championship experience and can really do something with it, and hopefully you have a contender going on. But it's tough to know what you could get for CJ McCollum because the market is going to be wonky, and I don't know how GMs are really willing to give up the first round pick, knowing that this draft class is going to be good. Next draft class, I think, might be all right in the top 5, which is going to be interesting to see who goes there. But, I mean, the Blazers have no one to blame but themselves. They were never innovative in their offense. They never did anything really to wow any of us. And I think the playoff Rondo, Holiday coming into his own again. Yeah. After a couple, I understand that his wife had cancer, and that's kind of the reason why he was taking a break and wasn't playing as well. Mm-hmm. And now that he's more focused on basketball again, playoff Rondo's doing well, and Anthony Davis is putting up beastly numbers.
Insane. Drew Holiday, too, for that matter. Drew Holiday might have been the MVP of the first round of the playoffs, honestly. He was incredible. Yeah. I'm going to chalk that up to, like, just their offense was just not good the entire playoffs. And I know they put up 120 or whatever in the final game. Damian Lillard was just not there.
Yeah, both McCollum and Lillard were a little bit disappointing.
CJ had more flashes of being good, especially in that game 4. Like, he was really good. But you got to have more than just one dude show up for a playoff series. Can't win with just one guy.